Hello, hello, hello. So today's live is going to be kind of just thrown together. I don't have a specific order to work on. So if you would like to visit the website, check it out, and if you see a ring you'd like to order, we can make it in front of you here on the live. So let me know if anyone's interested in that. And if somebody could actually comment kind of what I said there, like if you order a ring, you can see it made on the live. I don't know how to comment, so if somebody can do that for me, I sure would appreciate it. Oh, I'm glad you like your ring. Very nice. So, yeah, I'm just cleaning up this one right here that I got to take some photos of. You guys want to see this? This one's actually really pretty. This is a cool coin. Rinse it off real quick. And again, if anybody wants to order a coin ring and see it made on the live, I'm totally up to date on orders, so I can jump right on the first order that comes in. My website is linked on my profile. There's a Memorial Day sale and a coupon there if you guys want to check that out. This is Britannia, and it is just chock loaded with detail. I love it. And all my 1 ounce fine silver rounds like this one are $300. There's quite a few to pick from, so if you want to go check that out, there's a good little gold link down here by the chat you can tap on. That'll pull up some of the products. You can get a better look at them. But we're just going to polish this up real quick. So I'm going to take pictures of this later. And again, if y'all want to check out the website and place an order, we'll make your ring on this live for you, right in front of you, step by step. And if I don't get an order in the next, 5 minutes or so, I'll just make something for fun. I got a hankering to make a coin ring. I don't know if you guys know what that's like. I'm jonesing for it. I want a ring. I want to make jewelry, but I don't have any orders. So if you want to see a ring get made just for you, check out the website. Let me see here. All my 90% silver half dollars like this one are $25 off until the end of the month. That's the Memorial Day sale. There's a like a button or a picture for that pretty close to the top of the website. You can find it pretty easy. If you want to get you one of those, I do have some 90% silver Franklin, Walking Liberty, and Kennedy half dollars. So check that out. And just look at this beast, man. This came out so good. Very pretty. I really like this part right here because it's like a hologram in the metal. Can you see that? It's really cool. Let me double check. I only have a couple of Franklins. I definitely need to get some more of these. I just made one yesterday. See here, we got a 63, 63, 54, 53, and a 63. So it doesn't look like I've got anything in the 40s for these. I should have 90% silver quarter from 49. Most definitely. And I may have a Walking Liberty from 49. But I'm not sure they went up that far. I've got a 39. That's pretty old. Again, I'm going to go ahead and shoot it out there. If you guys would like to order a coin ring off my website, if you do it right now, you can see it made live on TikTok here. Yeah, that's what I figured. Should be Franklin. It doesn't look like I have one. Sorry about that. I'm not super well stocked on them. Franklins are tricky. They're really difficult rings. If you want to see me make one, there's a video up on my YouTube right now from yesterday. It's Coin Ring Maker on YouTube. And, man, it was it was a tricky ring. It came out really nice, though. Alright, it doesn't look like we've got anybody who wants to order a ring, so I'm going to just kind of show you some of the stuff I need to make to get product photos of. I've got some new rounds. This is one of them, and this one's actually pretty interesting. I'm not sure which way I want to make this, with the heads out or the tails out. So that buffalo's pretty tight. The Indian's pretty cool too. So that's one option for something to work on today. Let's see what else I haven't made yet. We've got the half ounce of the same coin. Get a little better detail on it. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. This one's really been... I think this is actually the one I'm going to work on. I'm really curious to see how this will come out. It's very cool. So I think I'm going to work on this one. Let me see what else I need to do. Oh, this one I just like showing off. This is a really cool round. It's an Aztec half ounce fine silver. And I actually have one of these finished, so let me show you that. This is actually the 1/4 ounce, but it's got a ton of really cool detail on it. Very nice ring. I like it a lot. Those Aztecs are very cool. What's really interesting with this one is the back of it is the same as another one I have. And that looks like this. So it's got the wheat on the back too, which I thought was an interesting design choice, right? And this is this one finished with the wheat on the inside here. So that's definitely an option. This one came out really nice too. I like this one a bunch. I could do this one. If anyone's interested in that. Say no. Not down for it. Ooh, this would be cool. Alright, I'll put that over here. This would be neat. So I've got 2 of them. It's a pretty cool round. What else haven't I worked on? See, these 2 I've had for a little bit, and they're like the only ones of their type that I have. So I haven't worked on them. But if anybody would like a ring made out of one of these, let me know. Could be pretty cool. I really like this design. It's very nice. But the maple's got this really cool... I don't even know what you would call it. But the way it throws light is very, very neat. I think it would make a very nice ring. Doo-ba-doo-doo. What other kind of cool stuff do I have that I haven't worked on? Anybody in Texas? We got a great state of Texas silver round here. And this round is really cool. It would make a great ring on both sides, right? This is very symmetrical. The text is very nice and prominent. And on the other side, you've got the Come and Take It, which looks really cool too. So that could go either way. But I've only got one of these, so I haven't worked on it yet either. But if somebody wants that made into a ring, let me know. This is another one that's like just gorgeous. This coin it's very pretty. Check this out. It's got kind of that holographic thing the maple had too. See how it kind of throws the light around? But it's just got tons of detail. And with the center punch going right here, you get both of the animals very nicely on the ring. I think this would be very cool. The date's also very nice and prominent above the crown. It's very symmetrical. Great looking coin. I like that one a bunch. Anybody into unicorns or lions, let me know. And that's a really good unicorn. Like on most silver rounds, it's really tough to find a unicorn that would fit like entirely on the ring. So that's actually really kind of rare. I'm not sure what country produces this. This is but look at that holographic kind of etching on the back there too. It's on the front and the back. It's really, really cool. So what do we think? What do we want to see made? Any suggestions? These all got to be made into rings. That's the only way I can like operate the business. But I do need to make any of these into rings to get proper product photos. So if there's one you just want to throw out, one you like the most, I'd be happy to just show you how it's made. Coin protection program. Hey man, there's other ones out there. You know, this is my coin, but there are many like it. You can get one too. eBay is a pretty cool place to find stuff like this. Let's see. I think I'm going to go with the Philharmonic because I have at least 2 of them. So that should be a good call. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Unless somebody wants to shout out one that they'd rather see, I think this is what we're going to do today. We'll put the rest of these up. We'll get into some action. You want to see the wheat one? See, I want to try and do this with like a smaller punch so I can keep her face on there. Let's see how small I would have to go. That's pretty small. That's 3/8. But the last half ounce I did was 3/8, and I got it up to a size 9, so that's not bad. But you want to see like wheat facing out. Yeah, it would make a wider band. But I want to keep the detail on there. I don't know. I think if I was going to do one with the wheat out, I would rather do Lincoln with the wheat out. You know? Yeah, you saw the wheat in already. I mean, the wheat's pretty good. I do like that it has the initials here as well. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's pretty cool. Now I want to do something big. I'm doing this. Let's go. All right, so we're actually going to get to work here. We're going to make us a philharmonic round. 1 ounce silver coin into a ring. Should be pretty cool. It's very nice and symmetrical. Got a lot of cool musical instruments on here. Should be fun. So I'll tap the screen. Let's see if we can get this going. First thing we're going to do is punch a hole in this. So we're going to get set up to do that. Let's go. We're going to put a little bit of paper towel down here. Yeah. Now we're just going to punch this right through the coin. Whoop. One-ounce rounds take a little bit of muscle. There's our center punch. Let's get a little closer in it. There we go. Very nice and symmetrical. Cool. What do I do with those? There's a couple options when you order your ring. You can either get this as a keychain, as a pin you can put on your hat or your shirt, or you can just get the center punch like this as is. If you don't order it, I keep it, so that's up to you. So now the inside edge here, you can see is pretty jagged and sharp and rough. So we're going to clean that up with this. This is called a deburring tool. And we're just going to cut away at it and make it nice and smooth. I don't sell these individually at the moment. Mostly because I can make cool stuff out of them. So what I would have to charge to sell them to you would be kind of ridiculous. I guess they're more valuable to me than I think they would be to you, is what I'm trying to say. Nothing personal, but I'm just mostly trying to sell rings, you know? Well, this is a thicker coin, so this is taking a little longer than it usually does, but we want to be, a little overly cautious and make sure we get it done right. Should be good. Looking nice and smooth. Now we're going to anneal it, which is a process where we heat up the metal to make it softer, and then we're going to cool it off and quench it. This is really nice and symmetrical on both sides. Pretty cool. But it's thick, man. This is a thick coin. It's really interesting because the edge is completely smooth, which I don't see very often. Nothing on that edge. All right, let's heat it up. Ooh. Heavier than I thought. Get a good grip on it now. There we go. You're looking for that flame to turn orange like that. And we're going to go down here. Give it a little bath, cool it off. Very nice. And dry this off real quick. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you're interested in getting a coin ring made by me, there is a shop link next to the chat. It's a gold little chain looking thing. Also a shop link on my profile. So feel free to check those out. Lots of cool stuff on there. Yeah, it's just water from the sink. Nothing too fancy. Works pretty good. So what we're gonna do here is our first fold. We've got a doming block and a ball bearing. This is gonna help us get a nice even fold on this. You don't want to fold real fast. It's nice to take it nice and easy. I have all the toys. Well, I mean, I've been doing this for almost 3 years. I'm bound to have some fun things to play with after that time. I could have got like a new Xbox, but nope. I'm out here buying jewelry, tools. To each their own, right? It's looking pretty good. We're going to go ahead and heat it up again. It's going to re-soften it. As we fold it, it work hardens. So it's gotten a little harder from us just folding it like that. And we've got quite a bit more folding to do to this. So we want to keep the silver nice and soft. We got 315 likes on this video. Let's see, we got somebody, we got Kent sharing the live out. Thank you very much. Anybody else wants to share the live, I'm not going to stop you. Wow, this looks so much cooler than quarters at this stage. Oh yeah. I've really become a big fan of these 1 ounce rings. I used to be really intimidated by them. But it's actually harder to do a piece dollar than it is to do like a 1 ounce round. The fine silver is a lot softer. Something about that 100-year-old 90%, especially the piece dollars. They're just super tough. Take a lot of muscle. also like that fine silver doesn't really keep a lot of fire scale on it compared to copper or 90%. Cleanup is a lot easier. See if we've got one. Oh yeah, it's hecka reflective. Silver is like one of the most reflective things on Earth, which is pretty cool. So we're going to push it down in this die just a little bit until it will fit into this one. It's just a little bigger. Something that scares me with the larger dies like this is if you push it too far, it'll just fall through. And usually it doesn't damage the ring, but I mean, it can. Mostly it just startles me. And I'm not a fan of it. So I try to swap to a smaller die pretty much as soon as I can. So I don't have to worry about it falling out and scaring me. Here's our ring so far. And for the people who just joined in, this is a fine silver philharmonic round from, I think it's 2013. Yeah. This is the first one of these I've made, so I'm really interested to see how it will come out. But if anybody watching would like to get themselves a coin made into a ring, feel free to check out my website. And if you don't want to go to my profile and click on my website, there's a little gold chain down by the chat. You can tap on that and flip through my products. I sure would appreciate you just taking a look and telling me what you think. I like how it says, I don't know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Alright, we're going to go ahead and anneal it again. I currently have one type of gold coin ring on my website. I sold my first gold coin ring and shipped it off just this morning. So yes, I have 1/4 ounce American Eagle right here. Very nice coin. And I can probably get this up to maybe a size 8. Currently I have, I think size 7 is the max size on it. It's a pretty small coin, but it did make a very nice ring. And I've got pictures of that on my website if you'd like to check it out. Sadly, I don't have it here anymore. It's been shipped off to PogChamp, the giant toddler. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and anneal this again. I'm just watching for this flame to turn kind of an orange color. Can you guys see it now? That means the coin's hot enough. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Just kind of rolling through the motions on this one. This is a silver round I haven't done yet, so I'm just kind of making it for product photos. But if anybody watching would like to order a coin ring and see it made live, if I get an order in, I'll stop what I'm doing and make your ring right away. So I really like making jewelry like in front of the person who ordered it. I think that's really one of the coolest things that I can do on TikTok. It's a lot of fun. So if anybody's interested in that, let me know. I'd be happy to make something for you. So what I'm doing here is I'm making sure that this cut edge is really nice and smooth, because we're about to start stretching it. And if there's any cracks in there, they'll get bigger and split the ring. So we want to make sure it's nice and smooth. Get rid of any cracks that are already there. Make it nice and shiny. That looks good. Now we're going to go over to my ring stretcher, which is this cool blue thing right here. And most of the time people ask how this works. So let's go into it. When I pull this lever up, you can see on the top here a little spike pokes out. And that spike is kind of cone shaped. So as it goes up, it's wider at the base than it is at the top. And it pushes out these little splines here. So these are different pieces of metal that go outward and stretch the ring. Rainbow toned coin. No, like toning and plating usually get burned off. Because I have to anneal most everything, it's better to go with something that's like fine silver, 90% silver. You don't really get to keep toning, especially since like fire scale gets on there. I don't know, it usually would just burn off. So yeah, not really, it doesn't work out. I tried doing colorized coins too. I don't know if you guys know what those are. There's like colorized quarters where they like paint the design, but that flakes off and burns off too. So that doesn't work. What an interesting round. No, it wouldn't make it. Unfortunately. This edge is just so weird. It's so smooth. Never seen another coin like that. It's just completely smooth right there. Oh well. Let's anneal it again. And since this is going to be like a demo ring, I'm going to fit it to myself. So that'll be fun, right? We got 459 likes on this live. Thank you. Thank you very much. Again, we're just watching for that flame to turn from a blue to an orange. And it goes. So all my 1 ounce fine silver rounds are 300. There's quite a few designs to pick from. I also have a ½ ounce fine silver and ¼ ounce fine silver rounds. The ¼ ounce are 100 and the ½ ounce are 150, and the 1 ounce big chunky rounds are 300. So now I'm just going to wrap some tape around this thing here. I like to show what I'm doing, so give me a second. Go. We got our blue monster tape. It's pretty fat. It's a chunky boy. It's definitely got some weight to it. So this tape is going to help protect the outside detail as we shrink this down in what's called a Swedish wrap die. It's a pretty cool tool, I'm not going to lie. Let's do it. Find the one it'll fit in. So this is a Swedish wrap. It changes at like a 2 to 3 degree. So pretty small change. And that allows you to take really big rings and makes them much smaller by pushing it down in there. It's pretty clever, actually. I think we can push it the rest of the way through here. Just bottom it out. Yeah. Since it's gonna go on my finger. It went in like this, so now we're going to flip it around the other way, and that's going to even out the sides. See how even it is right now. Anything ever gets stuck inside the tube? Well, for example, right now, I can't really push it out with my fingers. Like, it's in there pretty tight. It's in there pretty snug. So what I do when that happens is I get my Harbor Freight punch and die kit. I get myself a punch like this. I usually like to use the smaller one, but it is MIA, but really any punch will work. And what I do is I take not the cutting end, this is the sharp cutting end, right? We put the other end, the end you hammer against the edge of the ring, hold it like that, and just gently apply pressure with the 1-ton press. And it pops right out. And that's the best way I found to get them out of there without damaging any details. So you can see we didn't leave any marks on it. Still very nice and clean and smooth. And that's what I do. That's the best thing I found. Sometimes, if it's like right at the end here, you can fit one of these and push the ring out. But if it's like past the halfway point, this technique doesn't work. This is called Blue Monster tape. So it is Teflon tape, but it's actually a little bit tougher. You can take a screenshot of that. It probably costs twice as much, but I use half as much, and it works like 4 times as well. I really like it. So this is what I use. This is what I suggest. It's very good. It's just thicker. No, my name's not Seth. Alright, this is still a little too big for me. but we're gonna go ahead and clean up part of it real quick. So on the inside of the ring right here, you can see there's a lip. And that's on a lot of rounds, it's on a lot of coins, and it's pretty uncomfortable. So we're gonna use a deburring tool to clean that up. I waited till this point because it's easier to do it at like a 90-degree angle. So I want this to be as close to 90 degrees when we cut at it. So that's why I waited. No, my name's Kevin. Nice to meet you. Hello, hello, hello. So yeah, we're just gonna cut away at that. Make it nice and smooth on the inside. That's gonna make the ring a lot more comfortable and like a more uniform size, because it'll be more uniform, more flat all the way across on the inside. There won't be like a lip on the end, right? And when I do this, I like to spin the coin because I just apply pressure differently on the inside. I also feel it with my finger. If you can still feel the lip, it's still there. Like, you can't really see it anymore. It's very shiny, but there is still an edge there. So we're gonna keep working away at it. Yeah, still feeling it. Getting closer. Doesn't that look nice? All right. So now we're going to anneal it again and give it the final shrink down. And if anybody watching wants to order a coin ring and see it get made on this live, I'd be happy to make something for you. That's what I usually do. This one is just kind of for product photos, so I've never worked on this particular round before. So this one's just kind of for funsies. But if you'd like to get a coin ring and watch it get made, you can totally do that. Just let me know. Lots of cool stuff to choose from. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat. There's still a little bit on there. Yeah, that's much better. Do a couple more rounds, just make sure. Yeah, that's it. That's the stuff. Nice and smooth. Pretty too. Howdy, howdy. How's your day going, man? Chat's been pretty quiet, so I'm just sitting here talking to myself. Hot as heck. I believe it. I'm staying inside today. Ain't gonna catch me venturing out there. Doing good, doing good. Yeah, I sweat a bunch yesterday. So I'm just chilling inside today. Let's see, this is the one. We'll try the next one. Hey man, school's almost done though, right? That's exciting. My son keeps counting down to it, but he's counting. Today he was like 5.5 days. 'Cause you gotta remember the last day's a half day. Started at 7.5. Cracks me up. 5.5 days left, Dad. It's funny. Alright, we got it stuck in here again. Pretty good. Not quite close enough to fit this. Well, we might be able to get it. Ooh. Primo. Very nice. We'll just flip this the other way to even it up. Yeah, my kid had to do that online stuff for a little bit. He was not a fan of it. He didn't like it. He likes computers and stuff, but he likes being around people. He's a very social little dude. Fit's not bad, but I do want to reduce this side just a little bit more. Just a hair. Usually I'd use a 17-degree die to do this, but I'm going to use the Swedish wrap so I can get a straighter wall. It is pretty. I agree. I've been wanting to work on this round for a while, but I've been really busy. So it's nice to kind of work on something I wanted to. Not that I don't like making rings for you guys. I love it. Sometimes it's nice for me to pick. Yeah, that looks a lot more even. Pop this tape off of here and see how it looks. Oh yeah. That's it. That's the stuff right there. Yup. And the fit is good. Let's clean it up. Also need to put this somewhere so I don't knock it over. Thank you. So now we get to make it all nice and shiny again. That's my favorite part. When the ring is done, we just got to clean it up. So we're going to use just a little bit of steel wool to get some of this tape and fire scale off of here. I don't like using steel wool too much on the fine silver, but it's a heck of a lot easier than trying to peel the remaining tiny bits of blue off of here. Yes. So I've got my 0.99 silver here. It's very brilliant, very pretty. And then this is my 90%. I don't know if you guys can really see the color difference. But yeah, I keep them separated. I also have a bunch of copper scraps for some reason. I don't know why I'd keep those. But I do. I don't like throwing stuff away. I'm sure I'll find something to do with it. Right. I don't know, with the way metal's going up, like, copper could be worth $8 pretty soon. Hell, nickels are already worth more than 5 cents, right? Y'all know that? It's a weird world out there these days. Got a big thing for copper. I like copper too. Like, I do some copper stuff.